I think we have come to the first part of the three parts of this forum panel session. We'll move on, transition to your input through the Menti system. Thank you. Overwhelming response. I've got like pages to scroll, but I will pick up some questions which are relevant to the panel. One that really went straight to World Bank. What is World Bank doing in your role to move governments and businesses to be more climate friendly and climate resilient? Right.
Thank you for the question. I think that's actually the question that we have always keep in mind when we do our business. As you may recall in my presentation, we have laid out all kinds of sectors and areas that we wanted to drive government thinking, business thinking into low carbon and climate resilient development pathway. So there are 5 key areas. One is, of course, the financing that the World Bank provides to our clients. So for this financing, we advise our government, we advise business that use the World Bank's financing in a more sustainable, low carbon, and climate resilient way. So that's number one. Drive the financing that World Bank provides to this sustainable fashion. And second is not only our own financing, how we leverage other sources of financing, including private sector, government's own co-financing, and our partners, like other multilateral development banks, other international financial institutions, bilaterals, agencies, and so on and so forth, to do the same. So that's pillar number one. Pillar number two is how do we support our client countries, governments, to integrate climate consideration into their policy, into their local instruments. I'll give you an example. We have been interacting with Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Planning the most. So for the country's macro fiscal policies, we actually were thinking, how do we support the Ministry of Finance and Planning to integrate these low carbon climate resilient into that macro fiscal policy. And for this purpose, we have actually recently established a global coalition of finance ministers for climate action.
Right.
That was established last April 2019, in the World Bank IMF spring meetings. Yeah. And then pillar number 3 is across all the sectors that we support, be agriculture, energy, transport, water, urban, and some of the sectors that we normally don't see climate dimension in it, health, education, social protection, and financial sector. These sectors, all the sectors have a role to play. I give you an example of the financial sector. In this particular regard, I think I really appreciate the central bank governor's speech that she made 2 weeks ago, is that how we incorporate climate risk management into the financial system so that the whole circulation system of the economy really is becoming green.